Hi, and welcome to the ELLevation Teacher How-To video. Congratulations, you have an English learner. Our goal for this video is to help you navigate through ELLevation to find more details on how to support your English learners. Leading through language, we want you to establish that great scenario for our students to know that they have the tools to learn through their language needs. This video is divided into 4 different sections. Section 1, how to log into ELLevation. Section 2, what to do once you log into ELLevation and you see a dashboard. Section 3, student lists. What students will be in your student list and what data can you gather from there? Section 4, student information. What specific information do you need to best support your English learner? Let's get started with our Section 1, how to log into ELLevation. Where and how do I log into ELLevation? It takes 3 simple steps. Step 1, on your desktop or under GISD staff, click on the ReadyHub application. Step 2, the new window will pop up asking you to type in your GISD credentials. These credentials are the same that you use every morning or afternoon to log into your computer. Your same login and the same password for GISD. Step 3. In the new window, you will see different applications. Click on the ELLevation application. And congratulations, you're in! The ELLevation login is easy every time. Using ReadyHub or Clever allows for you to use your GISD login and password every time. Now, let's get started with our dashboard. Dashboard is fun and exciting. As soon as you log into your dashboard, this is the first window that you will see. Here, you will have an immediate view of all of your English learners. Let's learn more about each tile. You will have 6 different sections in your dashboard. First one is my active ELs, my exited monitors, my students' languages, my parent denials, student data list, and your duly coded student data list. Let's get started with my active ELs. In this tile, you will see the number of English learners assigned to you and whom you will need to follow the language support recommended by the LPAC in order to meet their needs. At the top of your tile, you will see the title, My Active ELs. By clicking on this title, it'll take you to a new window where you will find a list of all of your active English learners. The number that you see in this tile is not quite as high as this number, but it's the number of English learners that have been assigned to you. Let's move to the next tile. My exited monitors. These students are students that are currently assigned to you who were English learners but have met the reclassification and exited criteria set forth by Texas Education Agency. To learn more about these students, click on the title, My Exited Monitors. This will then give you a new window with a list of students who have met this criteria. Again, the number shown here is not quite as high as ours, but it is the number of students that you have in your classes that have met the same criteria. The next tile is my parent denial count. In this tile, you will see a count of number of students that were tested as English learners, showed to be in need of English language support, but whose parents have denied ESL, bilingual, or dual language services. For these students, we ask that you please closely monitor their needs. Again, at the top of the tile, you will see the title, My Parent Denials. By clicking on this title, you will find a new window with a list of those students who are under this criteria. Again, the number shows you how many parent denials you have assigned to you. The next tile is My Student Languages. In this tile, you will see here you see a graph of the languages that your students speak at home. Again, at the top of the tile, you are welcome to click on the title, My Student Languages, to see the list of all of your students and the languages that they speak. In the next tile, you see Student Data List. In this tile, you will find a list of all your English learners, their TELPAS data by domain. If you're elementary, you will find their MAP scores, and you will also see their STAR data for STAR tested grades. Again, in the same tile, if you click on the title Student Data List, this will take you to another window where all this data will be easily accessible and you can export it into Excel to navigate and make your own. In the last tile, Dually Coded Student Data, you will find a list of your English learners who are also coded as special education. In here, you will see the title of your tile, Dually Coded Student Data. Again, if you click on the title, this will take you to a list of all of your students who are English learners and also coded as special education students. And now we're ready for student lists. In this section, we are excited to share with you that at the top of ELLevation, you have two options in your teacher view, student list or monitoring. Let's find more about student list. When you click on the student list option, it will take you to a new window where all of your English learners will be listed. Here, you will see an area where you have a count of the amount of students that are English learners that have been assigned to you. At the top, you will also find a chart option. In this area, you can click on the caret, and this will give you different options of different charts to view the data down below. In the field section, you can move around the student information, the student ID, grade level, and the MAP or TELPAS or STAR data that you are viewing. This is a great location, specifically when you're looking for your students' data and how to monitor their progress. And now we're ready for the next section, which is called monitoring. By clicking on your monitoring section, here is a place where you will be using consistently throughout the year. There will be different forms that will be sent to you to make sure that we are progress monitoring our English learners throughout the school year, also for assessment recommendations, and for reclassification teacher rubric at the end of the school year. You will become very familiar with this section, as this is where you will come to complete your forms for your LPAC administrator and your LPAC lead teacher to be able to help you in ensuring that our English learners are making the progress that's required of them throughout the school year. Let's move to the fourth section, student information. Now that you know who your students are, you want to know a little bit more about them. In the student information, you will find a profile for each of your students. In this profile, you will find different tabs. And our goal in this section is to go through each one of these tabs to help you identify more about where you can find specifics throughout the school year to help and identify the need of your English learner. At the top, you will find the student's name and ID number. Right below, you find the school name, grade level. To the right, you will find the student's test results. Here, if you click on the blue section, the student's test results will come up in a different window, and you can scan through the data that you may be looking for. Down below, you have the demographic section of the English learner information. If they are dually coded, the student's information for special education will be in this section. Parents' contact information will also be here in case you need to contact a parent and ask them for more details or support. There's no need to move out of ELLevation to gather this information. The student's English language status, the student's native language and home language are also listed on the right column. And now, if you are ready to move on to a different student, at the top section of this window, you will have a list of numbers 1 through how many English learners you have been assigned. And you can click on the down caret or up caret to move from one student to the other. Let's move to the next tab of schedules. If you are curious about your English learner's schedule to find out what other teachers could also support you in helping the students' needs, what periods they're in, you'll find their subject, teacher name, coding of that subject, and most importantly, when that schedule was last changed down at the bottom. Let's move to the next tab, test results. Here you will find a detailed selection of the students' latest assessments that have been given to them. You can see charts of STAR data, by content, MAP data, PSATs, TELPAS, and any other assessment that the student has received throughout the school years. The next tab is LEP services and programs. Here you will be able to monitor whether a student has previously been in a bilingual program and recently moved into an English learner program, ESL program. The next tab is designated supports. Here you will find the designated supports that have been given to your English learner for other assessments that the student has taken. By clicking on the year of the designated support, you will also see what designated supports have been given to your student to take that specific assessment. Please monitor this so that you know what that student needs for ongoing assessments throughout the school year, as well as what recommendations you will need to make for the end of the year assessments. The next tab is instructional accommodations. Here is where you will monitor what accommodations a student needs while in your classroom to best meet their language needs. At any time, if you see that these instructional accommodations need to be changed, please let your LPAC administrator and your LPAC lead teacher know so that we can make the changes necessary for your student. Another very important tab is your Notes tab. Here's a place where your LPAC administrator or your LPAC lead teacher will keep notes that are very specific to your English learners' needs. The next section is very important, LPACs. Throughout the school year, the LPAC committee will meet and convene to talk about what the English learners' needs are. Again, with your assistance, we will create these LPACs to serve your students' language needs from their initial placement as an English learner, for middle of the year assessments, and TELPAS, and end of the year recommendations for the following school year. Courses and grades are also very important throughout the school year when you're monitoring your students' progress. Here you will be able to see your students' grades for all of their content throughout the school year. We are excited that you have now dug deeper into what your student needs. Throughout the school year, you will have access to all of your English learners and the students that have exited and need monitoring, as well as your parent denials to best serve their language needs. And it's just with 3 easy steps that you can log into ELLevation throughout the school year. 1. Go to your GISD Ready Hub, whether on your desktop or in the staff location in the website. Click on Ready Hub. 2. Type your GISD credentials. The same credentials that you use to log into your computers on a daily basis are the same credentials you will need. 3. Find the ELLevation application and click. And just like that, you're in ELLevation and ready to help and develop your English learners' needs. My name is Deanna Pecorino, and I am delighted to be the ELL Compliance Coordinator for GISD and here to serve you, along with Tiffany Gruber, our ELL Compliance Specialist. If at any time throughout the school year you need any support with ELLevation and learning more about how to help your English learners, we are happy to do so, and just an email away. Thank you for listening to this video, and we hope to continue to support you throughout the school year.